Mr. Chairman.
Just one point before the member speaks. We're actually debating on clauses 1 and 2, not just on clause 1. So I just make. Well, I'm just making it very clear. We'll put the parts separately when it comes to the vote, but we are debating. The question is, it's clauses 1 and 2 stand part. Charles Chevelle.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I agree with my colleague, Mr. Mallard, that the bill is not...
And that's an unusual thing.
It is not necessarily a usual thing, but it is correct that the bill is not aptly titled. As I suggested earlier, to try to cloak what's being done here in the innocuous title Duties of Statutory Officers, Census and Other Remedial Provisions Bill, is to actually obscure what is being attempted, because there's two things going on here. First of all, there's the deferral of the census, and as has been said, members on this side of the House accept that had to be done. Our argument is with the process. It should have gone to a select committee for a couple of weeks. We should have heard... Members opposite ask why. And the tragedy of this is that we've had the current standing orders in more or less their current form since 1986, and still we have to educate the National Party on process. We're a unicameral parliament. Our select committees are the only place where reasonable scrutiny can occur, and still we have the question years and years and years, 25 years on after 1986, why bother with select committees? Well, actually process matters, because what it does in the end is assist the parliament to make better laws. And one of the tragedies of the New Zealand Parliament over years and years is the National Party's contribution to it has been flawed laws, because they think always the end justifies the means. Well, it actually doesn't. There were very legitimate questions raised during the debate and the discussion around whether or not the deferral of the census as proposed by the bill was a useful and justifiable thing to do, and what the effect of that deferral would be. But we'll never know the answers, because Maurice Williamson knows best, and this was never going to go to a select committee. That's really what's going on here, and the innocuous title of the bill obscures that. The other thing that's going on here is what I referred to when I spoke about the position about the Chief Parliamentary Counsel. And I want to make it clear, there is no criticism of David Noble here. He's been a terrific Chief Parliamentary Counsel, and I hope he continues for a long time in that office. And I think it's an excellent thing if he's been given some development opportunities by way of some further work experience in the United Kingdom, provided that there are proper administrative arrangements being put in place back at the Parliamentary Council office so that its duties can continue to be discharged. But we don't know anything about that, and we never will, because again the Minister hasn't taken a call on those issues. The public and the New Zealand Parliament aren't deemed worthy by this government to have these issues disclosed to them. This is just all about, we'll take the provisions out of bills that suit us and then ram them through under urgency, and basically the public's right to know be damned. That's the attitude that we saw today from the Minister and the Chair, if he even knows about these arrangements, because I suspect that one of the issues that might be going on here is that the Attorney-General has made these arrangements and not bothered to tell his ministerial colleague, because otherwise why wouldn't we have heard from the Minister about what surely are proper administrative arrangements for the conduct of the Chief Parliamentary Counsel's office. So, Mr. Chairman, I say that this bill is not well named, because the innocuous titles...
Order. I'd actually like to hear what the member's saying. So please calm it down. Charles Chevelle.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I was saying, this bill is not well named to talk about the duties of statutory officers, when in fact what's going on here is the census deferral without any expert advice, any public testimony in a select committee, and then the regularising of an arrangement with the Parliamentary Counsel's office that the Minister's very, very reluctant to talk about for some reason, if he even knows about it, indicate that actually calling the bill what it is called is all part of an attempt to cloak it in mystery and subterfuge, and that's a real shame, sir, because actually these are matters that should have been openly debated and ventilated.
The Honourable Leanne Dalzell.
Chairman, the reluctance